All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to start exactly where we left off. Welcome back to part two of our lesson for today. Here's part two, and without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. All right. Okay. So that was a brief description on how to collect and record data. So if you need to go back and hopefully see that video, hopefully you'll be able to go back and rewatch the video in this video. Okay, so now after you do all 5 steps, the last one next to the last one, because after you draw conclusions, you need to publish your conclusions so that someone else, if they have new findings, can add on to it or say that doing the experiment had brought new data. Okay, so after you do that, you draw conclusions. You can find out if your hypothesis was correct by doing this. Okay. After following the procedures in our current scientific question that we were talking about, which plane was the farthest and why, was your hypothesis correct? Then you compare and contrast your conclusion with your hypothesis. Then when you do that, you say, yes, my hypothesis was correct because, and your reason. No, my hypothesis was incorrect because, and your reason. Okay, so you have to make sure you do that. All right, so this is the most exciting part of this whole challenge. I mean, this whole thing. We will start picking up on the engineering design process. And one way I've been telling you on and off, I've told you last week, I said it yesterday, so I'm going to bring it up again today. You will have an egg drop challenge. Some of you already seen this video. If you've seen the video, great. if you did not see the video or you wasn't paying attention in class, I'm going to play the video again, and then that'll be the close of our lesson after I tell you what your assignment will be. Okay? So here it is. Okay, so that is it. Feel free to replay these lessons. So now I'm going to briefly share with you your assignment, okay? And then I'm going to hop off and try to get some rest so that I can feel better to see you guys, okay? All right, so designing experiments, Simpsons edition. I wanted to say it before I put my picture up here. So here are a couple of definitions that you already know: IV, DV, control, hypothesis. Okay. What you're going to do is read each scenario and then identify the IV, DV, control, scientific question, and write a hypothesis. Okay. And there are many of scenarios. Here's an example of scenario 3 that you will read. You will just read this scenario and you will then fill out it went backwards. Give me a second. You will fill out the question, the control group, the independent variable, dependent variable, and then the hypothesis in the PowerPoint. Your PowerPoint is in Google Classroom. So carefully read each scenario so that you can identify each part of each scenario and write it on the PowerPoint. Yes, you can write it on the particular slide. You're writing your answers. After you finish each four problems or 4 scenarios, after you finish writing the 5 parts of each scenario, you go ahead and hit submit. Okay? Each part is worth 25 points. Each point is worth 5 points. Okay, so each slide that you complete are worth 25 points each, and then each point is worth 5 points: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and let you all go. That's the last slide, and the assignment that's going to be in Google Classroom. Okay, and I am going to rest and get better and blow my nose and drink my fluids so that I will be ready to receive you all on Thursday. Okay? So you're going to have to complete this assignment after listening to the 2 lessons. All right? I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions via email or Google Classroom, and I will try to respond. Have a great day.